Oh, okay. Hey, you guys, how are y'all doing today? You got your volume down and everything?
I'm fixing to.
Okay. We're just getting last minute set up here and everything. So I hope everything's good. Let me know if we're 5x5. Make sure the microphone's working okay and stuff.
Hope everybody had a Merry Christmas.
Over here. Okay. Okay. 5x5. Okay. Awesome. You're not in the picture, but that's
hello.
Okay. First, let's see who's here today. Coffee First was first today, so congrats on that. We got Minuteman, Bamagen with her 762x39, Thistle Moon Farm, B&J's Little Farm, Forest, Maria N, Minuteman, Pilgrim, Ed, Dusty Country Road, Never Look Back, Steve Perry, Simply Tony. We got a good group in here today. Thank you guys so much for being here. Black Cat Whirligig. Let's see. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Greatly appreciated.
Today is kind of going to be like I put a pinned comment in there for anyone that wants to jump up on here with us. I hope that some people do, because otherwise this might be a really short live because really didn't have a topic in mind or anything. I kind of wanted to do like this. Yes, live chat, y'all, too. Don't forget. Don't be those top chatters in there. Make sure you can see all the comments. But I kind of just
I sometimes do.
Yeah, well, yeah, I do that too sometimes. But I'm actually in live chat today. That was good. But I know it's just kind of the end of the year and stuff, and I thought, we could just have a little bit of fun talking with some stuff. Nothing too serious. We might talk a little bit about prepping and things like that. But like you said, I hope you guys had a good Christmas and hope you guys have a good New Year's, because this is going to be the last video we do before the new year.
Yep.
So, and we're planning on doing a bunch of different things next year for the channel and stuff like that. So that'll be fun. But right now, this is just going to be kind of like a little last of the time thing.
And please, if anybody wants to come on panel, feel free. We would love it.
Yep. There's a link, pin link right there for you guys to jump on up. And we would love that to chit chat. So I guess one of the things, like I said, we'll talk a little bit about prepping and stuff. I don't want to talk about anything super serious today. We're going to have a lot of time to do that after the new year, because, just, prediction time, 2024 is probably going to be pretty hard for most people. It's not going to be a fun year.
Yep.
So we'll have plenty of time to talk about that. I don't know if any of you guys do New Year's resolutions. I myself don't really do resolutions per se, because I feel like, any day you could do something to make yourself better or more knowledgeable and things like that. So I don't really set, resolutions and stuff, but I can say, Jim Shady, I'll bring you up in just 1 second. Thank you. I can say though, that a couple of things that I want to do is I want to work on like my ham and communications and stuff. That's the number one thing. We want to work on some water catchments, and I want to work on more about herbs and things like that. And, what they're good for, medicinal purposes and things like that. So I'd like to see in the comments what you guys want to be doing this year, what some of your goals are. But I'm going to go ahead and bring Jim Shady up onto panel with us. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, y'all, how's it going? Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Yes,
same to
all
you
that.
too. Yes.
Not happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
Yes, exactly.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, yeah. So
hope everybody had a good Christmas.
if the mods could put Jim's link in the chat too, that would be great. And if you guys haven't subscribed to his channel, go over there and do that, because he's a cool dude. So definitely we have to help each other out here. So
Thanks, Kelly.
You're welcome. You got anything planned for the new year? Like what your kind of prepping goals are, or what you want to get better at, or anything like that?
Ammo. Lots more ammo.
Well, yeah.
Yep. Our two big things is water and ammo.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
I did a DIY rain catchment system here back last spring, and it's
Yep.
been working pretty well. It gets water off the top of the roof. It goes down into a 30-gallon trash can. That's got a bulkhead on it, and then it's got an overflow that goes back to the garden into a 20-gallon trash can. So the dogs in the garden will be well taken care of.
Yep. That's less water you've got to take away from yourself for drinking or washing or whatever.
Yeah, that's what we were thinking about doing. Like, we only moved here in August, so we haven't lived here that long, and just the moving and everything else, we haven't really had a lot of time to do some of the projects yet. So that's one of the things we want to do this spring, and we figured we'd have like one setup that would be more for like the chickens or whatever, and the garden and stuff like that, and then have the actual ones that.
Yeah, and
For us,
I've
so.
been cutting some trees, some poles. I've got about 20 poles that I've got raised off the ground, so it'll cure. And I'm going to debark it and torch it for a little bit, and plan on building a pole barn.
Yeah.
Nice. Speaking of that, add to that firewood for next year.
Oh yeah, I've got right now. I've got about 3 ricks for this winter, and I've got probably 2 ricks and working on for next winter.
Well, you live in Colorado, right? So
Yeah.
it gets colder there than it does here in Texas. So we don't have to worry about quite as much as some of these other places do. So we're thankful for that.
But you know,
It's
if it goes out, we don't have to worry about being cold.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
it's a balmy 31 degrees right now with a wind chill probably about 24, and the sun's going down as you can see. So
Yeah.
it's fixing to get cold.
Yeah. It's actually gotten cooler here too. I don't think it's quite that cold. I'm not sure the temperature, but the last few days it hadn't been bad,
No,
really. It's just all of a
Yeah.
sudden it
Although-
got cold.
we had about 3 or 4 days of just steady rain, and made me not want to go out and do anything outside.
Yeah, but it's been a fairly I mean, we're about to be in January, so it's gonna probably start getting cooler and stuff like that. But at least we don't have to worry about the snow over here or anything.
Right.
So.
We actually we missed the big storm on Christmas Eve. I mean, we got a dusting, and it seems like everything south got hit. Everything north of Colorado Springs on up toward Wyoming, I think, was all right. One of my bonus daughters drove down from Greeley, that's up near Fort Collins, and almost at the Wyoming border, and they had good weather. My other daughter drove up from Canyon City, which is south. It's only about 40 miles, and they saw 6 people go off the road
Oh wow.
on their way up here. They were just every time they'd hit a curve, they were going off the road. That little stretch of road in between Canyon City and Colorado Springs that goes by Fort Carson, there's a pass through there, and it's nasty during the wintertime.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if everybody in other parts of the country besides Texas have noticed. It seems to me like it's winter's been hitting later and lasting longer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Here too.
when I was a kid, I grew up in Michigan, so we had a lot of cold and snow and stuff like that. But when I was a kid, I remember, and when I was younger, early teens and stuff, I remember that it would get cold like at Halloween time. You had to wear, long johns underneath, a big coat. I mean, you couldn't look all cute or anything like that for your Halloween costumes because it was just so cold. And then by the time that I had left from there, and I was probably my really early 20s, like 21, 22, when I left from there, it started getting later. Like, we wouldn't even get snow up there until like December or January sometimes. So I don't know. It seems like it's just pushing back farther and farther. So I don't know.
Well, I'm ready. Mrs. Shady got me this for Christmas. It's one of those bear skin hoodies that you've seen advertised on YouTube. You know,
Yes.
are you still wearing enough layers to insulate Alaska? I tell you what, y'all, this thing is nice. It's nice. I wore this in a sweater today, and it's been rather chilly. It's a fleece sweater. It's got all kinds of pockets. It's a lot better than they were when they first came out with them. I watched some videos on some of the older ones and stuff. The new ones it's got places to put arm patches on it. So I got my flag, got my Gladstone flag on one side. I love it.
Well, that's awesome. Yeah, I've seen those advertised all over the place, and I was like, well, being in Texas, you just don't have to wear stuff like that. Like, I barely even got any jackets just because there's only a few days of the year that it's really cold enough
Well,
for that.
I worked at Shepherd Air Force Base on the flight line for 30 plus years, and it would get damn cold in the wintertime.
Well, yeah.
But it seemed like, somewhere between 5 and 10 years ago, after Easter, I could always put away my insulated coveralls. And the last 3 to 5 years, it used to be at Easter, you wouldn't have any more cold after that. Last 3 or 4 years, there's been cold spells after Easter.
It don't get real cold here in Colorado after Easter, but you can always expect them spring snows, and they're always heavy and wet, and sometimes they're a mess. I think we get worse snow during the springtime than we do during the winter here.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
But anyway, y'all, look, I got to get on the road because Miss Shady's probably got supper ready waiting on me. I just wanted to pop in and say, hey, wish you guys Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Wish all my Shady folks out there Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I'm looking at probably doing a live Monday night. I'm not promising right now, but I'm probably going to do a live Monday night. So y'all come on down. I'm off Monday, so I'm going to try to make it early enough for those of you that go to bed by 10 o'clock to go to bed by 10 o'clock, because I know a lot of you is in Central and Eastern time.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, it sounds good. Merry Christmas to you too, and Happy New Year to you too.
And drive safe.
Yeah, drive safe. Be careful out there.
I'll be listening, y'all. Take care. God bless. Stay shady.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Anybody else want to come on up and just chit chat? That is fine to do. The link is still posted there. Let me see who else has come in here that I haven't seen. Vision Preparedness, thank you for being here. Thank you for saying smash the like button.
I appreciate it.
Teresa, Neil to No One, Paradise Acres, Mary Miles, Outlaw Farms said we are prepping horse packing tack this year too. So that's awesome. Yeah, Minuteman said it was snowing on Halloween and now it's just raining. Yeah, I remember being up there in Michigan and the snow on Halloween. Like, even when I was a little bit older, so I like to wear like little cuter, smaller kind of costumes and stuff like that. It just wasn't feasible because you'd just be freezing. So just didn't do that. Anybody else want to come up and say hi and talk to people, talk about your channel or anything like that? Like I said, we're just kind of chit-chatting, nothing too deep or anything like that. We just kind of want to have a fun thing. We don't want to really stress about anything too much
So
today.
you don't want to talk about the Barack's movie?
Oh, well, I think most of you guys have probably seen that movie, haven't you? Leave the World Behind on Netflix. I don't want to give any spoilers or anything about it. I can see, I did watch it after other people have talked about it and stuff. And I'm like, you know what? Let me just watch this thing. I've got Netflix. Why not?
That law said video froze.
Did it freeze? It looks like I'm still going. Maybe it did on her end. But
I mean,
you saw it, Pilgrim. It's the ending of it, I'm going to say, was awful. It left so many questions. I'm like, okay, I have questions. What on earth just happened? It didn't finish. It was like it kind of stopped and didn't have an ending to it.
For a sequel.
Well, maybe that's what it was. Maybe it left it open for a sequel. I haven't heard if they were planning on doing another one or not, but it didn't have an ending to it. It just kind of stopped. And it's like, well what happened?
Is it what Brock thinks is going to happen? What he wants to make happen? I'm keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
Yeah, I don't really know. It wasn't a great movie. It didn't have great acting in it or anything. There was
We watched it for free. I wouldn't.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
Bama
have done
Jen
it.
said terrible ending. Well, technically, we didn't watch it for free because we have to pay for Netflix.
Oh, well, okay.
But I mean, I didn't just get Netflix to watch the movie or anything. We have it. We don't have cable TV. It's just so expensive. And when we did have it at our other house, it's like we watched 2 channels. I think was maybe even just 1 channel. And I'm like, okay,
Well,
this
for the
is
most
kind of
part, I watched
ridiculous.
Fox, and when they fired Tucker,
Then
I
we
stopped
stopped
watching Fox.
that, and so it was kind of pointless to even pay for it. So we just get. I think Netflix is the only one. I did have some other ones. I was trying them out to see which one I like best, but I just go with Netflix. I know people have thoughts about Netflix and stuff, and and I don't totally like the company or agree with them, but they do have some stuff like The Walking Dead and stuff on there that I like, and The 100. That's like one of my favorite TV series of all time.
And I'll get on YouTube, and I can watch Tucker on there, and I can watch Newsmax, and stay current that way.
Yeah. But anyway, there was one part in the movie. I'm like, okay, they could have left that part out. That was actually kind of disgusting.
What part?
With the kid, the son.
Oh yeah,
in the bed.
that
That
was
part-
uncalled for.
I don't even know what the point of that was, and I'm not going to get into it on here because it was just disgusting. But he was in his bed looking at some photos, and you can get the idea of what he was doing. And I'm like, why would they put that in there? That was just it made no sense. It didn't even have anything to do with the story plot. So I don't know.
And Ed said no prepper would give up their antibiotics. I kind of agree with that.
Yeah, especially for cash like that. Like exactly. Cash isn't meaning anything, and then he's like, well, my card's not working, so I have to just give you cash. Well, the point is he's not going to want money for antibiotics at that time because you don't know how long this is going to last. Now, I mean, maybe if it was somebody that was part of your mag or your family or something, and that would be different, but some stranger like that, it just,
they want to give me 500 to 1,000 rounds of 308, I might consider it.
Well, yeah, if you can barter something like that, and then he was talking about, I think the guy said something about, well, I didn't know bartering would be back a thing. And I'm like, well, you're not really bartering. You didn't give him you gave him money that is worthless. So that's not actually a barter system. A barter is give something of the same or less value, like the same or more value, kind of like you said, like ammo or something like that. Now that might, if you had enough, it might be a good trade.
Thistle Moon says they make their own antibiotics.
Yeah. That's why one thing I want to get into is learning more about different things with herbs.
I didn't know you could do that.
You can. You just have to be careful about it. I don't know. I'm not a disclaimer, not a doctor, not any type of medical field. So I can't give any advice. The best thing to do is just do research. Do research now. If you guys are bored or something like that, and you're like, well, what, there's nothing on TV or whatever, just YouTube has some amazing videos on different things.
Outlaw Farm said something about trading horses. That sounds good. Right up our alley. Matter of fact, when I say pole barn, what I'm thinking about building is a horse stable. We're wanting to get 2 horses. If you don't get 2 horses, I can still use it for storage.
Yeah, we have a lot of things
or other animals
that we want to do to this property. And actually, I'm about to purchase a couple things from Amazon. We need some better lighting for our house, and solar lights are kind of iffy. Like you have to spend a good deal of money to get anything worth it. Well, there's a couple of things on Amazon that were a really good deal on sale. So I'm going to get those, and I might do a review on them just to let you guys know how it works. But if they work good or not, because we want to kind of give more light for the animals.
And it's going to be mostly set up for motion sensor.
Yeah, and then that way too, if you don't have power or anything, you don't have to worry about it not working because it's solar powered and stuff. So I'm going to try those out and see if they're any good, like they say that they are. So I don't know. We'll see. Pretty reasonable price actually, because they're on sale quite a bit.
We did have something kind of new is, being in Texas, a lot of places, but supposedly Texas is getting overrun with wild hogs.
Hey, McBean Scotch Fitness. Good to see you. Hey, Aaron. Good to see you.
And day or two ago, we finally saw our first wild hog on the side of the road, and it was close to town. I'm thinking as things die off, they're going to have a harder time finding food, so they're going to be more brave and be around people.
Yeah, I was actually surprised because everybody talks about how wild hogs are such a problem out here and stuff, and that was our first time seeing any. So, hey, Mother of Cajuns, good to see you.
See any in my backyard, I'm gonna find out how to slaughter a pig.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Handy Prepper, good to see you. Anybody else want to jump up here on panel and just chit chat? Like,
Yeah,
I said,
please do.
we're just there's a pinned comment at the top, and it's got the link to it to jump on up here. You don't need to have StreamYard set up in your name or anything to jump on up. It's just a link. You can jump up so anybody can do it. You're trying coffee first is the just click on the link and it should bring you up, and then you just put your name, kind of like you do for your live streams. It should work.
Hope you can.
Yeah, and if there's no power, it's better to have no lights at all. I would spend money on night vision. Well, actually, we're looking into night vision too and stuff. And that's the thing with those, is that we can disable them if we need to or something, because I had thought about that too. I'm like, well, I don't also want to bring attention to ourselves. Like if nobody else has lights or power going on and stuff like that. However, living out here in the country, probably most people have generators of some sort. They have more likely than in a city type setting. So
would I asked our people here, should you get night vision or thermal?
Yeah, we were actually looking into that, trying to figure it out. It's so dang expensive to get a good one. I mean, you could probably get a cheap one. What was it? You saw at Sportsman Sky night vision for like 150, or
I think it was around 150. I'll have to look for sure.
So, I mean, I don't know if that's not spending enough or not. The other thing that we were wanting to do was getting some plates and stuff, but those are really expensive too. So It's like, oh my gosh. So all this kind of extra stuff. I mean, we've got our food, we've got our water taken care of. So, looks like coffee is up here. So that's why we're going into these other things. If you guys have not gotten enough food and water and that kind of stuff taken care of, that should be first priority. Let me just let you know. Night vision digital is reasonable. Hey, the Virginia Bushcrafter, good to see you.
Does anybody have a night vision scope that's not extremely expensive? And if they do, I don't know if I'm put it on my OPT6 bolt action rifle or my new M1A.
Okay, I'm gonna bring coffee first up here, you guys. Why don't you chat? Hey, girl, how you doing?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Okay. I'm really trying to do this, and it's giving me all sorts of issues. So I'm just going to stop.
Glad to have you.
Yeah, you made it. Technology can be a pain in the butt sometimes.
You know what? It wasn't. I guess I have the wrong program open for it to it wasn't compatible. So with StreamYard, I have to go through Firefox or whatever that is, but it wasn't recognizing my YouTube name, and I don't remember my passwords. So for YouTube, I go in through the regular one because it's got everything saved, and then for StreamYard, I go in through the other one, but it wasn't. So it's saying, well, you can't go on the chat because you're not in StreamYard, and I'm like, so yeah, it was just not working well.
Yeah, for us, like I have a MacBook, so the main one on there is a Safari. It won't let me go do StreamYard on Safari. I actually have to use Chrome, Google Chrome. There might be another one I can use, but that's just I just go to that one because it's easier. All my information's in there and stuff. I don't have to keep re-entering it and stuff. But yeah, it's weird. Like some internet browsers don't work with the StreamYard for some reason. It's really strange.
Yeah, I don't even pretend to know what any of that means.
I used a long time ago, I was a computer science major, and I learned how to write some programs, but she's actually the tech whiz in this family.
And I wouldn't really call it that, but I hate technology. I really do. But for some reason, I can usually figure it out at some point in time. I get frustrated really easy. If I can't figure it out right away, it's like, I just want to throw things. But thank you, the Virginia Bushcrafter. Said they love the wood stove.
Yeah, we love it.
Yeah, that's one of the big bonuses of moving into this house was the wood stove. We've used it so many times already. It's so nice. And
no idea what happened.
we could even cook off of it if we had to and stuff like
And
that. So
we've got so many trees that are falling down, being struck by lightning. I've got enough wood on our property, at minimum 3 years worth of wood.
yeah, quite a bit. I was just looking at chat real quick. Will someone make sure to put up Coffee First? One of the mods put up her chat.
Oh, Kevin's been putting me up.
Okay.
He put me up like 12 times already. Kevin, you're awesome.
Are you doing a live this Sunday then?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I figure, there's it's most people, I mean, yeah, a lot of people are busy, but I guess I figure if anybody has nothing to do, come hang out.
Yeah. I just wasn't sure.
I keep getting stuff that keeps flashing across it keeps blocking me out. I don't know what I'm getting. I'm getting these huge pop-ups that are coming across my screen. I don't know if it's blocking me out or just blocking my site out.
Oh, are you on a Chromebook?
See what man said?
No, I'm in a.
The reason I was asking is because he uses a Chromebook and he gets massive pop-ups just popping up all over all the time, the same ones, and it's so annoying. Oh, what did he did pants check?
Pants check.
Oh, yeah, we got pants on. It's a little bit chilly, so we're today.
And it's a little warm here. It was like 40 something degrees.
Oh well. It's probably about that
it's
here.
in the low 40s.
But it's chilly compared to I think it had been about 70, high 60s the last couple days and stuff.
And the high humidity, kind of like probably verging on fog.
Yeah. So, all right. What else is anything new that or anything that you want to start working on for this next year, like prepping that you need to concentrate more on or anything like that?
There's a lot of things I need. My husband still fights me, so yeah.
He's doing better though, right?
Much.
On that?
Much.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
So, with the big things, I'd like a boat, just for in case I need to get off this island.
Well, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I haven't watched.
If I don't know, a bunch of hours before everybody else, I'm not going anywhere because as it is, you can't get. I mean, it takes you, 3 hours on a good day, and if it's like a holiday or traffic, you're stuck for a good 6 hours. So if people started panicking, everybody wanted out, I'm not going anywhere. I might as well go further out east and take my chances out there.
Yeah. That's kind of what's bad about living in certain states and then in certain cities and things like that. And I know so many people are just get on. They're like, you know what? Just move. Just do it.
That's easier said than done.
I will never tell someone you need to move. I mean, in a perfect world, yeah, that would be great. Just pack up and go to, somewhere better and stuff. But it's not a perfect world. People have jobs. They can't just up and leave. They got kids and families and this and that. And it just makes it so difficult. So, you do what you can with what you have. And it's the same type with knowledge. Do what you can with the knowledge that you have and then work with it. That's like what I like to say. Do what you can with what you have and, make it work. Improvise, adapt, and overcome.
That's my motto.
That's his motto. So,
and I fix things. I need to get one of those church T-shirts to say "I fix things."
Okay, I'll make you a shirt.
Okay.
Contact Ghost.
Well, actually, I was going to I don't know if anybody even out there knows this. It's not a very big shop. I have like a online Etsy shop and I do like digital downloads and stuff. I make like sticker sheets for planners and I make quotes that you can print out and just different things like that. So what I'm actually going to do is kind of devise, because I do a lot of stuff, graphic design on the computer and stuff. I'm actually better with like still stuff than with like video editing and stuff. That's what I'm going to have to really work on because I don't know that kind of stuff as well. But
You
yeah,
can do it.
that's what I'm going to do is think of some different ideas for some shirts and stuff like that, and then contact Ghost and have them, make them up for us.
We'll draw them up and
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so I mean that's really it. I'm trying to learn more things. I'm taking a crocheting, knitting, sewing class, so
Okay.
this way I could make some stuff.
Well, that's really good. Hey, Native, good to see you. Glad you're here.
yeah, I'm thinking about getting into leather working. Debating on getting a sewing machine where I can sew leather. I'm thinking it'd probably take a heavy duty sewing machine to sew leather.
Yeah, and and not just for SHTF or anything like that. These kind of things are things, like little hobbies that you do and stuff like that. It's just so good to wind down and relax after, a long day or a long year or whatever, from everything that's going on. It's just good to kind of sit down, take a minute, do something fun for yourself and not worry about other things.
Escape, relax, de-stress.
Yeah.
Put the world on hold for a moment.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, we've got so much going on this next year that's going to be happening. So just kind of want to relax these last couple of days of this year and just have fun.
It's kind of like I'm about to start on clearing the vines and then start building a range in the backyard. But
yeah, that's a big priority for us too. Is we want to make our own range in the backyard.
But I'm in the back of the lot. I got the chainsaw. I'm working the chainsaw, and every now and then I'll just turn off the chainsaw, sit on a log that I've cut, fire up a stogie, and just look at how beautiful a world God has created.
Yeah, I think too many of us are too fast paced in this world. Like we're talking about in Vision's chat the other day about like if we lost like the internet and stuff and how that would affect so many things. It's kind of like losing like you lose like the electric grid, the grid goes out, you lose internet and stuff. So many people would not know what to do because we're all so fast paced and we have to do this and we have to use this device and this. But how all these people before us lived just fine without all these things that we have now, sorry, smacking your face. They made it fine, just okay without having so much stuff, I guess.
Well, if the grid went down, I mean, we will be getting a generator. But the number one thing that would bother me is not being able to talk to all our friends.
Yes, all the internet,
all you people friends right now.
You guys are seriously our internet family, and you guys are just so awesome. You have no idea. I mean, I just need people like this to talk to all the time, and you guys are all just so great. Hey, Nanya, good to see you. But anyway, we're just rambling on and on, which is what we tend to do sometimes. I don't know if it's nerves or what, but
be very.
I get it. See, at least you talk when you're nervous. I babble incoherently. So.
Well, I don't know if we were coherent, but yeah, it just
sometimes I'm not.
But that's one of the things that makes it okay to do videos and stuff is because I don't like quietness. Like if it's quite too much of a pause and stuff like that, so I have to put words in there. So I just start talking nonsense.
Minuteman, I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to walk it off where I'm planning on put the berm and where I'll be shooting from, but I'm thinking probably about 60 yards, maybe 60 to 70 yards, which, 100 yards would be better, but I want it in the back of the yard so that people won't actually see us back there shooting.
Yeah, that's kind of the big problem that we're having is trying to figure out exactly where to put it. We don't have a ton of land, and a lot of it is foresty trees and stuff. But there's kind of already in the back, like a bunch of twigs and different things that have been cut down and broken down. And there's almost like a berm kind of started back there.
Yeah,
and we thought that that would be a good place to do it.
Somebody cleared some land behind and they just piled up all these tree stumps and dirt, and I'm just going to build off of that.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
super
not,
jealous you guys could even do that. One day I'm going to be able to participate in these conversations when I get out of New York.
well, I mean, it took us a long time, we couldn't do it where we were at before. We're in the city. We had like this little small backyard and stuff like that. So now this is the first time we've actually had some land and able to do this kind of stuff. But unfortunately, when we bought the house, it was just on some land, but there's nothing done to it. It's like there's no fencing, there's none of this kind of stuff. So we kind of have to start from scratch and do all this. So
yeah, I'm chomping at the bit to rent an excavator and help build the berm with it, build a small bunker, just general things I want to build around that property.
Yeah, he loves it here because, well, not as much right now because it's a little colder and when it's been wet the last few days and stuff. But he just loves to do the outside stuff.
Oh yeah.
So he's out there all the time with the chainsaw and just working on getting wood and stuff and the axe and everything. So and it's a great workout too.
Oh yeah.
So
there are a couple of trees that I could have cut down with the chainsaw, but just for the pure exercise of it, I use a axe to do it with.
See what's going on.
Maybe you guys could come on mine also, because I know you said you were talking about what to do.
Yeah. Do you want us to do that this Sunday, or do you want to do it?
It's up to you guys. Whatever your schedule is. I'm here every Sunday at 12. Eastern Standard Time, the only time zone that matters.
No, standard time, but it's okay. We can agree to disagree on that one. But yeah, we can do it this Sunday. That would be fine. Because we're gonna start going back. There's a rain. I think I've mentioned this before that somebody has a local gun shop here in town, and on Sundays we meet him over there, and then we go to his range for free, and we just practice and stuff like that. And he's really good at showing us. I mean, he showed me how it was kind of a quick thing. I need to learn a little bit better, but how to use a tourniquet and stuff like that. But he's really works with us and stuff, and it's really good. But he does those on Sundays. I think we have to meet over there at 1:00.
Yeah. The only downside is it's not a long range. It's 15, 20 feet.
But I was thinking about going the next week, not this Sunday, just because of New Year's Eve. I don't even know if you would have it. So I was thinking about going the following week. So this week would probably be a good one for us to be able to do it. So yeah, so you guys hear that? So we're going to be over on her channel at 12 Eastern time. On Sunday.
That matters, yes.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, it'll be good. We're going to talk about, because I get panic attacks quite a bit. I've managed to not get them as bad. They're not as bad as they used to be. They're a lot less. I used to get them like they would last me for hours. I'm talking hours. I would literally think I was dying. They were bad. And everywhere I read, they're like, they should only last you like 3, 5, 20 minutes most. And I'm like, who's having them for 3 or 5 minutes? No, I'm having them for like hours at a time. And he never had been around anybody like that. So it was hard for him to know what to do for me and stuff. So,
but I probably had, in truth, a little bit. It was hard, but it was easier than probably the average person, because my late wife was bipolar and manic depressive.
Yeah, but that's not the same
I
thing
know,
as a
but,
panic attack.
I know, but
Oh, okay.
I'm
I was like,
experienced
that's-
with somebody that has stressful.
Oh, okay. Okay. I was like, that's not the same type of thing, but I see what you're saying.
Mm.
But hey,
And
Devil
many-
Dog, good to see you.
Minuteman, you're welcome to come by anytime you're in the neighborhood. He said he was going to build a big range if he wins the lottery.
Mm,
I don't know if any of you watch Demolition Ranch, and he's doing a thing where he's rebuilding a rundown resort.
hmm
You should see the range he's building.
Yeah, I
Man.
think. Yeah, he's already put it. How much money did he say he put into? He only did
Oh.
half of it. Was it 100,000 or something?
I don't know, but it was like 20,000 for this and 20,000.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I only wish that I could do something like that, but that's
I mean,
crazy.
I've never seen a range with the berm that big before.
Yeah,
And
I
it's
think
only-
it's 20 feet tall is what he said.
Yeah,
for
and it looked like it was 100 feet wide.
Yeah, it's pretty big. But when we win the lottery, we are going to get a beavering community. We're going to
Yep.
put it together. Everybody's going to come stay there. We're going to have all kinds of things. It'll be great. So
Build a bunker big enough for everybody with the shooting range in the bunker.
there a lot of things inside the bunker
Well,
to keep
yeah.
us occupied. That'll be
Hydroponic.
it'll be
Well,
great.
I'm gonna sign off.
Okay.
A place to park.
Bye.
Okay, bye. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, thank
I'll be
you.
back in the chat.
Okay. Okay. All right, we're back. I was like, my little mouse kind of quit on me. Hold on a minute here. Okay. All right, we're back. Good. Okay.
Yeah, Steve Perry says, yeah, it's a monster ring.
Yeah, it's huge. Well, yeah, Minuteman, he does have
Oh,
a
yeah.
ton of money, I'm sure. I mean, his collection of guns, he must have at least $1 million sunk into them. I mean, it's
Most of
crazy.
us poor folk can't afford that.
Right. Same thing with the property I think you said was 144 acres or something like that.
Oh, I thought it was 300.
The whole property?
Uh-huh.
I don't remember. Maybe it was 300. Maybe the back part was like 144 or something. I don't know, but yeah, that is what our dream is when we win the lottery. So, yeah. Anybody else want to come on before we still got about 15 minutes. So if anyone else wants to come on, go ahead and click on the link to come up here. And if not, we'll probably end it just a little bit early then. But if someone wants to come on, go ahead because it's fun. Well, like I said, we just wanted to kind of have some fun today and stuff. Also, he was talking about that Civil War movie that's coming out too. In April, I believe. We're gonna go and watch that too, which we have no movie theaters around here, so we're gonna have to drive like an hour just to go watch this movie. But we will go watch it, and then we'll do a review on it on the channel and let you guys know what we think and stuff.
Maybe we'll go to Tyler and watch the movie and go to eat an all-you-can-eat Chinese buffet.
Okay, that works. Lottery redneck retirement program.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. Paradise Acres talking to Teresa, but said trying to do it, praying off debt, getting credit scored up, and save.
Oh, we
Yeah,
definitely can relate to that. It took us several years to get our credit score up.
Yeah, I'm not going to go into detail. It's a little bit personal, but he did have good credit one time and then had gotten it kind of ruined and stuff. And then when we decided we wanted to buy a house, really, really, really worked hard to get that credit up to where it needed to be. Because I think with a regular loan, FHA or something, you can have like a 520 or something like that. You might pay higher interest and stuff, but we were getting a VA loan, so we didn't have a down payment needed for it. The problem with that is that they needed us to have, it was 620 or 640. I think it was a 620 was the minimum that we needed. And at the time,
and at one point, my credit score was like 400.
Yeah. So
that was
worked our butts off on that, trying to get it where it needed to be and stuff. And with God's help, because there is no other explanation for how we were able to do this except
Well,
by God.
things just fell into place.
Everything fell into place for this house. Now we've had problems with this house, and I've said that before about the water, the leaking
The plumbing,
problem, the plumbing issues,
which
and
is
stuff.
still not fixed, but
And we still have a hole in our ceiling. But we have a house. We have food. We have a lot to be thankful for.
Oh, yeah.
And so that's what I try to be, and that's why I try to be positive and
Yeah.
optimistic about everything, because
celebrate
it'll work out. It's just
celebrate what we have and not
not what we
worry about what we don't have.
Yeah, because I mean, before when we lived in our other house, we were very close to the Houston area. We weren't in Houston technically.
Close enough.
It was close enough. And the city we lived in was pretty large too, and a lot of traffic and stuff. It was crazy.
Humboldt, Texas.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Humble.
It's called Humble, Humble.
Sound eight.
I'm telling you guys because we don't live there anymore. So so we're not there if you go there. But
Traffic sucked there.
it was bad. And you know, we were just looking all over the place. We kind of wanted to be in East Texas, but we weren't sure if we could find something for what we could do for cost wise. Like,
I mean, I wanted,
I mean, there were some $500,000 houses that would have been great, but you know, that's just way too much what we could do. So
well,
we had
it was my late wife was from East Texas, and I've been out here, and I love all the trees. Wanted to go to Tennessee, but we had reasons we couldn't move out of state. We'll win the lottery. I'm going to buy something around that area.
That's fine.
Something in the Smoky
But
Mountains.
anyway, with this house, everything just kind of came into play. Like at first, I thought we were going to need more money to put down for something, for earnest money or something like that. I think it was. And then she said, no, we only need $100 for earnest or something instead of like thousands that we were going to need.
Yeah.
And just, I mean, everything else, it just worked out. So we believe that this is the house we're supposed to be in.
I mean,
Also,
we had to come up with almost nothing out of pocket.
this is a very weird thing. I don't know how you can have a dream about a house that you have never seen before. I didn't see it online or anything. I had a dream about this house twice. I'll tell you guys this quick story. It was like a rapture type dream. I was standing in front of the stairwell when it happened, like twice. And I remember exactly what the stairs looked like in the dream and everything. And then I go online and we're looking for a house and stuff. And I see this house, it comes up, and I'm like looking at the pictures, and I go to him, I'm like going like this. I'm like, oh my gosh. And he goes, what? And I go,
yeah, I remember.
I go, those stairs were in my dream. I said, that house is in my dream. And it was just really strange. So yeah. But like I said, just the plumbing issues and stuff, but you know, it could be worse. You know, we've had the other house we lived at, we actually didn't even have any water going through it for a couple of weeks because they screwed up our pipes and stuff.
Yeah,
so we're used to that kind of stuff, so it's not that big of a deal.
An internet company that was putting in
Fiber optic
underground, they totally contaminated our water system.
Yeah, it started getting brown stuff coming up through the tub and stuff, the pipes, and then after that, it wouldn't even work at all. It wouldn't come out some of the sinks, and it took them forever to get that fixed, but they finally did.
You know, you make the best of what you have, improvise, adapt, and overcome.
Virginia Bushcrafter, I would love to process wood for that wood stove. I'd never use a heater. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, we rarely turn on the heater.
Yeah. Plus, being here, it's not that. Hey Juan, good to see you. Being here, it's not super cold anyway. We've only put it on a few times, really. A couple of live streams we've put it on, and that's about it. It's just.
Yeah, I just
like looking at. I mean, it's just so pretty and stuff like that. So I just like sitting here and just enjoying it and having some coffee or hot chocolate or something.
I started the fire like 15 minutes before we went live.
And it's still going. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Anything else, you guys? I think we've been running our mouths long enough. Outlaw Farms. Okay, I'm coming. Hey, Papa's Farm, good to see you.
Oh yeah,
Um,
anybody wants to come visit, you're very welcome. Uh, from our front driveway to a boat ramp on the lake is .9 miles. So bring your boat.
Yeah, that's one thing that we really, I'd never really cared about before was a boat. I was like, well, I could take it or leave it. But now that we moved here and we're actually this close to the lake, I really do want to get a boat. So maybe that's something I can get this year. We'll see.
Yes, we got all the good things about living on a lake without actually living on a lake and have a really high price on house.
Yeah. So, I mean, we have a water source that's, the lake. It's a little bit farther than I'd like to have to go every day to get water, but it's still not that bad, So it does kind of help because I know some people are like, oh, I got a lake 5 miles away. I'm just going to walk there. Well, do you know how tired you're going to be walking back 5 miles with the water and stuff like that every day? So
Well,
ours isn't too bad.
The yard cart that we would use to go get the water, I've been hauling wood with, so I'm already worked up. I built up the muscles for pulling it, so I can handle it.
Yeah, let me just close with this, you guys. If you guys don't have like a utility cart, which you probably do, they're also called like garden carts and stuff. I don't have it right here. It's outside, so I can't show it to you, but you guys know what it is. It's got 4 wheels, you pull it, it's cart. Those things are absolutely wonderful for a lot of things. This one has holes in it, so you'd have to put a tarp down if you want to like do dirt for the gardening and stuff like that, which is what we're going to do this spring. But he hauls around wood from one side of the property to the other and stuff and makes it easier. We thought we were going to put water jugs in there and haul it back and forth from the lake and stuff. So, I mean, multi-purpose.
I don't know what you call them, the panels, the
side panels
yeah, are kind of flimsy. I could probably build some stronger ones, but it still works.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's, if you guys don't have anything like that, it'll probably cut down a lot of your time in half and just make things easier and stuff, especially if you're gardening and stuff. You can just drag the dirt over and stuff, and just makes it easier.
These 12-foot logs that I cut in the back of the property, I don't really want to carry them by hand, so I just load them up on the cart and bring them up to the house.
Yeah, so if you guys don't have something like that, I don't have any links or anything. I'm not affiliated, and I don't have the brand or anything, but I think we got ours from Harbor Freight, though. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we got ours from.
Oh, and also put in a plug, kind of Built Hard chainsaw. It's a really good chainsaw. It's not perfect, but I used to cut and sell firewood, and I've had some chainsaws are a bear to start. This sucker starts right up. Second or third pull.
It was actually pretty reasonably priced, pretty cheap, actually, I would have to say, for a chainsaw. I got it off Amazon. We were looking at some, like at the hardware stores and different things like that, and they're a lot more expensive than how much this one was.
And anybody that's thinking about buying a chainsaw, something I didn't know is the bar, the chains. I thought it was universal. All bars and all chains would go on all chainsaws.
As long as they were the certain length or whatever, like 18 or 20, whatever. But no, they don't.
You got 3 different numbers. And the only downside to this chainsaw is I had to go on eBay. It was the only place that had a bar that would work. And it was slightly difficult finding a chain that worked. But that sucker cuts really good.
Yeah, so that's just to let you guys know, if you're looking for chainsaws and stuff, to just think about that when you're looking for them and stuff, and realize that they're they are a little different.
Number of drive links. Yeah.
Just make sure you know that information so you can get more stuff for it. But
when I was still learning, I had a tree fall on the chain and bent the bar. And I had bit of a difficult time finding a replacement.
Yeah, that was a hard thing he had to find out, because he got something off of Amazon and realized it wasn't the right thing. Right. So then we had to go to eBay.
The chain was only slightly difficult. The bar was very difficult.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you guys, I think we're gonna end it here. Don't forget, I believe Native is going live after this one, and so is
Cool.
Vision Preparedness. So I'll probably be going back and forth between the two and stuff like that. So you guys make sure you check out those creators, and then check out all the other creators with their links that have been through the chat and stuff. We got to help each other out and everything. And this is our last video of this year, so we will see you guys next year, unless we see you in another chat or something like that. But
and next year we're really gonna start trying to put out more content.
yeah, I'm thinking about doing 2 lives a week next year too. So I got to figure out what time and days. So I got to kind of watch and see when other creators are going, because I don't want to go on their time slot and stuff. So we're going to figure that all out. And then we'll have some regular content videos going up too and stuff. So just a bunch of different things. If you guys haven't, please give us a like, and if you aren't subscribed, please go ahead and do that. We have a ways to go, but our next giveaway is going to be at 1,000 subscribers. So until then, you guys all have a wonderful and blessed night, and
Yep.
we will talk to you guys later. Okay, bye.
Adios. Sayonara.